What's going on? It's the RapNerd, and here we are the day after the Verzuz battle, Fat Joe versus Ja Rule. This is just my recap on it. First things first, Ja Rule is the victor in this battle, clear cut. I had it round for round at the start, but I think about halfway in to the first half of the battle, it became really clear that Joe was losing every round per round. And I think he lost because he tried to do the Jadakiss route, right? He tried to go the Jadakiss route and just hit Ja with a bunch of street records because he knows Ja has a lot of them joints. I mean, like it or not, Ja got hits. And he tried to beat him at those hits like Jada did. But the difference between what Jada did and what Fat Joe is, Dipset has street hit records. Ja Rule has like pop hit records. Two way different things, you know what I'm saying? Like, Dipset is pretty much a street group. All their records are street records. Like, the big records are street records. I mean, what more can I say? I really mean it is a street hit. Santana's Town is a street hit. Get 'em Girls is a street hit. Crunk Music is a street hit. You know what I mean? But Ja Rule's hits transcend that. Like, Ja Rule hits literally, like as he said, for them 6 years he was around, he kind of ran things. Like, his songs were everywhere. The impact was way bigger than what Dipset did, and that's where Fat Joe lost. You know, Fat Joe playing all these 90s records, and, you know, they're hard records, but Fat Joe, you're not Jadakiss. Like, no disrespect to Fat Joe at all. He's a legend, 100%. But you're not top 5 dead or alive, bro. You don't have bars like Jada. You don't have verses that sting like Jadakiss. Like, it's funny because Fat Joe even tried to do a freestyle, but it just don't hit the same. Like, Jada has quotables. Like, his bars just are different. And you can't replicate the same kind of success using his formula. And I think he just, the first chunk of that first half, he was using his hits, but then he went to the street stuff and started losing. So, intermission comes, and I gotta shout whoever this is out. During the intermission, the DJ played some record with a female MC rapping over that Burn beat, and she was killing it. If you know who that is, tell me her name and that song, because that joint was fire. So I had to say that. But anyway, Joe talking, like, let me get fresh, let me change. I'm thinking like, okay, now he's finally going to get into his hits bag because he really didn't get into a lot of them hits for real. I'm like, all right, cool. And what does he do? He uses the first half of that he used the first half of the second half to do a whole bunch of new shit and promote an album that nobody cares about. I'm just literally sitting there looking like, bro, this is not what we came to Verzuz to do, bro. Like, I get this is a marketing platform, but don't nobody want to hear new records in Verzuz. We just don't want to hear that. That ain't it, cuz. That ain't it. And then the records weren't even crazy like that. Like, you cannot perform new records to a crowd. It never works. Even if you performing on stage by yourself, when you introduce a record nobody knows, everybody just sitting there looking like, because you can't really hear it. The quality's not the best. You can't hear the beats. You barely can. All you hear are words, and no. So he lost really, really bad that second round, and he decided to bring his hits back that second half of it. But again, Ja has too many hits. I think a lot of people who had Ja losing, because I'm one of those. I kind of had I did have Ja losing because, again, Fat Joe has strong hits, but he didn't bring all of them out, man. He brought some of them out, of course, at the wrong times though. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he didn't even play Incredible. He didn't play Crack House. He played I Can't Tell way late in the game. He did play Make It Rain, but again, he played it super duper late. What other joints he had? I don't think he barely played any of the 90s shit that he had. Like, I don't know what he was doing, honestly. Like, catalog wise, it just was not a good look, man. Like he picked the wrong records, and then when he started to get into his bag, it was way too late. Ja kept rolling them out because again, everybody knows Ja Rule has hits. Ja Rule was known for having hits. He was the guy that was known for doing the rap sing stuff. He even said it like, "Yo, I started all of that," and it could have possibly been somebody else, of course, but Ja like was doing that shit like out the gate and keeping that gangster mentality. It was different. It wasn't just he wasn't just a guy. So he was the master of that, and he just rolled out hit after hit after hit. Now what surprised me about Jai is I forgot about them late 90s raps he had with when he was messing with Jay-Z and all that. Like when he pulled out Holla Holla, I was like, oh shit, I forgot about that record. That joint was getting it jumping, you know what I mean? Doing the Foxy record, like Jai has some stuff, man. Like I'm glad he's getting respect off of this, because when he came back, people were trying to play him, And again, I don't. Ja was who he was for a reason. Like his pop records, they go, and he knows that, and that's why he used them. One record that really hit was Clap Back. I didn't expect that to really move the room like it did, but it moved it. And we ain't even got to speak on his hits. I mean, all of the Shanti records he got. The Bobby Brown joint. All this, the Lil Mo joint, the I Cry, You Cry, the damn Mary J joint, like Ja Rule proved himself. Like he won this easily. It's not even a contest. Like it's not even close, to be real. And again, it all happened because Fat Joe's ego and wrong preparation made him feel like he could just walk in there and do whatever, but that ain't how it goes. You know what I'm saying? Like Remy was more the highlight than Fat Joe was, coming out there spitting her bars and rapping a pun verse like that. You know what I mean? Like it's safe to say Ja Rule got this W, man. And I love their banter and talk, and every time they would speak to each other, one had one up on everybody else. Like, Fat Joe like, yo, you keep playing all that old shit, man. You playing all that old shit. And Ja Rule was like, well, I got hits. I got old shit, but they're hits. And then, Fat Joe like, that's what I'm talking about, Ja. Where have you been the last 15 years? And made the room erupt. And then Ja coming back saying like, yeah, you calling them old hits, but we call them classics over here. Like, I love that banter, how it stayed within record and not, talking too crazy and spicy. But dope verses, man. Like these are becoming events for me. I love watching them. I cast them on my TV, pour me up a drink. More, please. I can't wait for the next ones, man. So, who'd you have winning? What were your highlights of the night? And let me know your overall thoughts. If like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Until next time, peace.